Alright everyone, today has been a day really on my end for tech complaints. Like Amazon's copyright stuff is really rankling me. I'm only going to be re-editing a couple more works because it's slowing me down so much. What should be a very simple, straightforward process, I already gave them proof when they asked of public domain status for every edited work. That's why I've been selling them for years, and now they want proof again because I'm submitting the same file in a slightly different format, which is what my re-editing really pertains to, basically a new font and cover. The content is basically the same. I've already supplied them proof, and but I have to do that for every friggin' work, and some of them are in limbo, so I've decided to run the last two editions alongside the old ones, make sure that doesn't happen like it is for the Grimorium Verum. But YouTube, I've got two videos lined up today where I have to bitch about stuff that YouTube is doing. The first is a little less important, but it's still it's weird, and that's the YouTube apparently was queried about, hey, the subscription feed isn't working, and they've confirmed, yeah, we're experimenting with the concept of doing away with the concept of chronological subscriptions and doing something more tailored. So the reason, I take it, why you haven't been seeing my videos pop up in your subscription feed in many cases is that YouTube decided that you don't need to see them. They shouldn't be part of your subscription feed. So the subscription feed doesn't have anything to do with subscriptions anymore. If you sub to 5 people, you might not see all of those 5 people's actual videos, even though you're subscribed to them. You may not see their videos. They may be out of order. Some stuff, I'm going to make a wild assumption here. I'm going to make the wild assumption that YouTube intends to turn it into a general feed for lamestream priority creator content to be sort of shoved down people's throats. So in other words, you haven't subscribed to CNN, but YouTube's going to pop a CNN video in there. Jimmy Kimmel's going to be in there because you watch comedians, as though he was funny. CNN will be in there if you're interested in news, as though they weren't a propaganda outlet. That's what I have a feeling is probably going to end up being the end result of this, because the priority creators with a lot of money and all the NGOs will want them to do that. Oh, this is a great way. This person subscribed to a lot of political channels, but they're the wrong ones. Let's pop their echo chamber by, basically putting corporatist propaganda on their sub feed, even though they're not subbed to these places. That's going to be interesting. By the way, if you should see anything pop up in your subscriptions feed from propagandist lamestream groups that you never sub to, just block them. That should stop it from happening. Although, this was really funny. It actually happened that some time ago, during that really, really weird period when on the subscriptions feed I was seeing stuff from channels I had unsubscribed to like 7 years prior. There was a case, involved in that where I was blocking these accounts and they were still showing up. It was really, really weird. So here I am getting in my sub feed, I'm getting, in some cases, months old videos from people I haven't, interacted with in 7 or 8 years, despite the fact that I've blocked them to try to prevent that from happening. I have a feeling that that's when they began doing the sub feed tinkering, because that's also around the same time people started complaining about not getting my videos delivered to them. And that's a reason why edgier creators at this point, they've suffered a drop, generally speaking, in viewership for some of their videos. I guess the automatic algorithm determines whether the video's like, sub PG-13 or not, based on the audio that it thinks it hears, based on what the title and the tags and the description and stuff are. And I suppose it either suppresses or promotes that content accordingly on the subscription feeds of people that are actually subscribed to that person. So then you can have a creator who has like hundreds of thousands of fans, all of a sudden 10% of their audience doesn't even see their videos on a regular basis. That can be a little bit of a problem for people who are primarily YouTubers. Again, there's a reason why I'm using BitChute. There's a reason I've got a Steemit account. There's a reason I use Gab and Minds. The subscription feed was what started it all, basically. I'm like, well, YouTube is no longer reliably notifying people through notifications of my content. I'd better get a Twitter account and a Facebook page. And of course, I've abandoned the latter because Facebook sucks. Then I started using alt tech because I realized, hey, both Facebook and YouTube, Twitter and YouTube are getting more censored. If I get screwed over, I'd like to have, other presences. That's really what started it all, was the notification system. So now they want to take the shitty, the non-functional notification system and take that basic same concept and put it on the subscription feed. So in other words, you know, if you're not part of the beautiful people, if you're not part of the in crowd, you can't trend because you're too edgy. You're not going to come up in related videos. You're going to be demoted in search, and you're not even going to appear to people who've already subscribed to you. Wonderful. Yeah, for 9/10 of creators, it's basically, well, why would I want to work so hard at making interesting content if nobody's actually going to see? YouTube needs to reconsider the wisdom of doing this. I mean, it can't have anything to do with politics. This is going to affect, you know, many people on the left too. Related video, second video for today, like Progressive Voice got a strike on his account on, you know, age-old material. It always seems like these are probably coordinated raids, considering that they take place regarding material that, you know, was uploaded in some cases a fucking half-decade ago. I'm gonna say it's probably a coordinated strike by, you know, moral busybodies, maybe an NGO, Share Blue and Media Matters, group people organizing, you know, rad femmes on a Discord server somewhere. Maybe even YouTube staff themselves, like, haha, watch this, it'll be hilarious. Who knows? But YouTube abandoning the subscription feed. It's a terrible idea. You know, so basically, how are you going to be notified at all of anyone's content? If you can't find it in search, it's not going to trend. You're not getting notified of it, and despite the fact that you're subscribed, it's not even in the subscription feed. Where exactly is their content going to be? You're gonna have like are you gonna have like a tale of two YouTube situation where the priority creators like part of some special segment of the site that everyone gets driven to, and then there's like old style YouTube, it's retro. Look at these people that we don't favor anymore, and you're never gonna get notified when they upload. You have to manually go to their channels one by one. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time. Sounds like a way to ruin YouTube, actually. In the next video, I'll explain, YouTube is beginning to more closely resemble what it was in like 2008 or 2009 than sort of the golden period after they fixed a lot of the problems. For about a half a decade there, things were running pretty smoothly, and now it's falling apart again. I don't see good times ahead for YouTube in the immediate future if it continues down this road. I think things will get worse. That's about all. Peace out.